my God, we're live? We're live. Nobody panic. We're going to get through this together. We're live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Kako Tirona. I am the senior car reviewer and the face of autodeal.com.ph. And tonight, we're going to do something very, very different. This is the very first official GAC Philippines live stream. And it's not horizontal, it's vertical, as you can see. Quite different. Now, what we're launching here is what I genuinely believe is to be one of the most compelling cars to arrive in the Philippines subcompact crossover market in recent years. This, ladies and gentlemen, behind me is the 2026 GAC Emzoom. Now, take a good look at that. This is the GB variant with a new and star grille design. That's what you're looking at right here in front. Pretty good looking, isn't it? Okay, now we actually have someone who owned a GAC Emzoom joining us later, but we'll get to that a little bit later, obviously. Now, I've been doing car reviews for quite a long time, and the cars that genuinely stop me in my tracks are the ones where the value proposition doesn't add up in the best way possible, by the way, where you look at what's possible, whether what you're looking at, what you're getting, and what you're paying, and when you're thinking to yourself, what? This car should actually cost a little bit more, right? It boggles your mind. So if you are actively looking for a new car right now, do please stay with me, stay with us, actually. Watch out for this. This is the very first time you have no idea what I am. If this is your very first time watching and you have no idea who I am or what GAC is, then this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. You're in exactly the right place because we're going to cover everything from the ground up. Now, I want to make sure that I tell you this right at the very beginning. Before we go anywhere further, what you see right here on the lower left side is a QR code. Now, that QR code will be there forever and a day. Well, maybe not a day, but it will be there for you guys to scan at any time. Now, when you scan this code, you will learn as much information as possible about this vehicle right here and also book yourself for inquiries and test drives that will connect you to the dealers. So that QR code is actually more important than this right here. So keep that QR code in mind and just my voice in the background. Got it? Good. Okay, let's continue. So let's hear from you all. Drop your name in the comments right now and tell me where you're watching from. Like whether you're watching from the moon or the other side of the planet, let it be. Let us know. And you know what? If you want me to shout out a couple of names, let those names come in too. Just be careful of the language. Someone understand that this is a live stream. There are going to be children watching this. So please keep it nice and fair. So we've got a couple of people saying Chester Aurelio watching from Canada. Oh, hey, Canada. We have Bam. Hello, Sir Kako. Hello, Sir Kako. Oh, I'm Sir Kako. Sorry. Hello, Bam. We have JR Bautista watching from Bali. I want to be in Bali. Does everybody want to be in Bali right now? I'd rather be in Bali right now. I'd rather be beside this car. Louis Guison watching from New York, New York. Good morning to you, sir. If it is 7 in the evening here, that means it's 7 in the morning there. Good morning to you, sir. Get up and go to work. You lazy... I'm not going to say it. Shout out to JR Bautista. Shout out to the Emzoom Club Philippines. Somebody from the Emzoom Club Philippines is here tonight. I'm not going to tell you exactly who, but we'll bring him out a little bit later, and then you can make him kanchao. It's very, very good. Okay, now we've got viewers from all over. This is exactly the kind of turnout a launch that like this deserves. And I promise you tonight is going to be worth every minute you spend right here. Now, for those of you who are just joining, welcome. Again, I'm Kako Tirona tonight, and we are officially launching the 2026 GAC Emzoom right here on this particular live stream. The car behind me is the GB variant, and we are going deep into everything tonight. Specs, features, pricing even, and also ownership. The ownership experience of it all. Yes, we're going to be speaking to someone, as I mentioned earlier, who has one of these units and knows what it is to live like. Now, it's time to bring in our very first special guest for the evening. He is the Senior Regional Sales Manager of GAC International Philippines. And there is no one better qualified, except maybe for me, no one better qualified to walk around this car with us this evening. Please put your hands together, although I can't see or hear you, for Mr. Paulo Del Rosario from the GAC team. Paulo, come on in here, sir. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Kako. Again, good evening, everyone. This is a huge moment for us at GAC International Philippines, our very first live stream. And we are absolutely thrilled to bring this to all of you, the 2026 Emzoom, And I cannot wait to share everything about it with you tonight.
I am excited for that. Now, welcome. Having you here as the official brand voice is going to take this to a different level, obviously, for our viewers, because you know the details about this car that I'm going to push you on tonight. And I want to know if everything is on the table. Is everything on the table? Can we know everything?
Everything is on the table tonight. There's no holding back for this event.
I like, those are fighting words. I like it. Okay. So before we jump in, Paolo, for the viewers who are just joining us right now, let's do a quick show intro. What is happening tonight?
Well, so tonight, we are officially launching the 2026 GAC Emzoom via this live stream, where we're going to talk and walk you through the car. We're going to talk about the design, the performance, the technology, and the system. And you need to know we'll make sure you'll know how to make an informed decision if you're looking for a car on this segment.
There is one thing that I would like to ask. You know, a lot of people go to a lot of launches and they're looking at the specs of the vehicle, they're looking at the ownership of the vehicle. But one thing sometimes is not always mentioned, pricing. Will pricing be mentioned tonight?
That's one of the highlights of this event. We will make sure to showcase the new price for this product.
Fantastic. Let's set the stage properly for anyone watching tonight who is relatively new to GAC Philippines as a brand. Give us the essential background. Who is GAC and why should Filipino car buyers be paying attention right now?
Well, it's a great start. GAC is actually Guangzhou Automobile Group.
GAC?
They are one of the largest automaker in China. Oh, let me correct that.
Yes.
Not in China, but on the whole world exactly.
Wow, okay.
And we must highlight it that GAC is technically not a startup. It's been in the car industry for over a decade. So this year, 2026, we launch GAC Philippines, and it's now the official and wholly owned subsidiary of GAC International.
Ooh, okay.
We're promoting a zero anxiety ownership experience for all Pinoys, which we all know for Pinoys, after sales is very important and one of the major selling point of any car brand.
It is very much so. It's a large portion of what everybody talks about when it comes to the owning experience. And I think that context matters enormously for Filipino customers because there can be hesitation around brands that are still establishing, constantly expanding their profile in this particular market. But at the moment, you actually spend time with the GAC product, particularly the Emzoom, that hesitation sort of like evaporates like the water underneath this summer sun. The quality is real, the aspiration, it's actually there. Now, Paolo, what is the positioning of this car in the Philippine market and who is it designed for? Is it designed for you, me, the missus, the kids? Who is it designed for?
Well, the Emzoom sits in the subcompact crossover segment.
Okay.
It's not trying to be the safest choice on this segment, but it's trying to be the exciting choice for everyone. And now when I say everyone, we have a variety of target market for this car. We are talking about those who are expecting a little more, who wants to show their own personality, but on a very affordable price position right now.
Yes, okay. I see, I understand. And that's a very specific but real demographic right there because I think there's a large number of people in this country who are shopping in that particular segment that you just mentioned or those segments that you mentioned, feeling like they have to compromise. Whereas you're saying that this may not necessarily be that compromise. It might be better than that compromise. Okay, actually, you can have all of it is basically what you're saying. I get you. Okay, now let's start with the front and work our way around. Paolo, walk us through the Emzoom here. What exactly it is that we're looking at? Give us your walk around.
Well, as you can see, it has what we call the Mecha Tech design concept.
Okay.
The grills specifically for 2026 GAC has given each variant its own distinct front face. We're looking at the GB right now.
Yes.
And we have the R style. They have a different fascia. They have a different front grille for each variant. The GB gets what GAC calls the Star Diamond Grille.
Star Diamond Grille, okay.
It's sleek, conservative, and elegant on its own, while the R style gets the exclusive Black Edition grille it maintains the aggressive and a more sportier and rugged feeling or design for GAC Emzoom.
Now, when you say black, is the logo blacked out also in the R Zoom?
That's how we designed it.
Nice.
So it's more elegant looking, should I say, compared to others on its own segment.
Yes. And I just have to point out, while the grille of the previous model was different to this, I think as a whole, when you're looking at this straight on or when you're looking at it from your rear view mirror, it really stands out. I mean, there's really nothing like it on the market. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. And one more thing that stands out would be the LED headlight. It integrates the design beautifully in a flawless manner that it's seamlessly integrated. You won't feel any design concept that it's like it's not connected, but this one, it fits into it nicely and smoothly.
I do see that because I see that there are structures on the grill itself, but if the camera zooms in on the light itself, there are chisels still on the DRLs up there. Are these the DRLs or the fog? Are these just DRLs or the headlamps up here or down
This
here?
would be the DRL. It's now this would be their headlight, but it's automatic already.
Automatic,
And I forgot
okay.
to mention at the back of the car, it's one thing that the GAC Club or Emzoom requested before. It now has a wiper at the back.
A
So
wiper
it's something
at the
that we added for this year model.
I'd love to be able to see that. Can you take me to it, please?
Okay.
But before there, why don't we talk about this side a little bit? The side profile of the vehicle.
Well, we still maintained the profile of the vehicle. As you can see on a different angle, there would be a different hit of the lights. You'll be seeing a sleek shadow from it. And
Yeah, it's my shadow.
but for this one, the vehicle, it has a length of 4,400 millimeter with a width of 1,850. At the same time, it has a height of 1,600 millimeter. And more importantly, because we're very particular about the cabin size, when we talk about the wheelbase, it has around 2,650 millimeter. So it's quite big for its segment.
Well, the height alone, you said it was 1,600 millimeters, right? It's already taller than me. I'm not liking this car already.
Well, we are about at the same height.
Well, you're much taller than me. Trust me on that. Okay. Now, the R-Style variant, for reference, is slightly longer at 4,446 millimeters. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But same width, same height, same wheelbase. So the interior space is identical. The length difference is entirely in the exterior of the car. The R-Style's front and rear styling elements account for that extra 36 millimeters. And speaking of the GB specifically, let's talk about what makes the variant visually distinct because there's quite a bit here, right?
Oh, you're correct. So as I have mentioned earlier, the GB comes with a new star diamond rear design, and it really gives an elegant and sophisticated look for the GAC Emzoom. And then there's this exclusive feature on the Emzoom that you notice once you know to look for them. The first would be the electric door handle.
The what? Okay. I get. You know, I've always liked these electric door handles because it does make the car look quite sleek.
And more importantly, it looks futuristic too.
That's very true. That's very true. What else? What other features?
Well, if I may, I'll bring up the back.
Yes, please.
Well, since we're showing the GB variant, let me just talk about the R-Style variant quickly.
Yes,
The
please.
R-Style variant comes with the automatic tailgate.
Yes.
Okay? And too bad for GB, it's not here. But one thing that we are still proud of the GB variant, it has the same cargo space as the R-Style. Now, talking about the cargo space, when you have your seats up, it has an actual 341 liters of cargo space. Now, if you fold it down on a 60-40 split, you'll have a much bigger at 1,271 liters of usable space. And that could fit a lot.
I can imagine it can fit a lot. And what I like also is that the fact that this is a fat lip. So, or rather a flat lip. So when you're carrying heavier items, it's easy just to put it on the lip and then push it all the way to the back. I love that. And I love the fact, I'm pretty sure that if you fold the seats, it's flat all the way too. I really like that. And again, I gotta tell you, if we were to ask them to just look at the rear of this car, it's so distinct. It really is very distinct with the lights, the shape. It's quite, and the spoiler too.
Well, the Mechatech design concept continues from the front to the back. And as we have talked earlier, the future design concept, this car embodies that one.
And what is the name of that design again? The Megatech?
That's the Mechatech. Mechatech.
Mecha. Am I getting it right? Is it Mega or Mecha?
Mecha.
Mechatech. Interesting. Okay.
For this GB variant, if I may also add, it comes with 4 colors. It has the graphene gray,
Yeah.
the ivory white, the moonlight gray, and of course, the superstar silver.
I just gotta ask you, what would be your favorite color?
Mine would be the superstar silver.
Yeah, because you're a superstar. Okay, I'm a graphite gray kind of person because I like, it's not that it's dull, I like that it's subtle and yet sort of like a sleeper kind of a thing that'll pop out you like there's no tomorrow. But I want to hear from our viewers. Which color would you guys choose? Do please drop it in the comments right now. So you've got graphene gray, ivory white, moonlight gray, or superstar silver, which is his favorite, by the way.
And let me add up on that. Regardless of which color you choose, each one serves the design. So it's not something that trying to fit in with the color, it actually embodies the design concept itself.
Nice, nice. I like how he said that. All right. We've covered the outside comprehensively. And for those of you who are just joining us right now, welcome. Again, I'm Kako Tirona. This is the official GAC Emzoom launch live stream. And right now, we are doing a full walkthrough of the 2026 GAC Emzoom GB variant. Now, we've got everything coming, interior, tech, specs, pricing. Do stay with us. You don't want to miss out. And that QR code in the corner of your screen, am I pointing in the right way? Yeah, there it is. The QR code. The QR code is very, very important. Scan it. It will help connect you to people that are ready to get your information so that you can test drive these vehicles. You can take it out for a spin yourself, find out the pricing, the colors, maybe even download the brochure. It's all in this QR code. Too far. Too. I'm going to kick the cameraman because he keeps moving. Don't move. Look at, see, he's doing it on purpose, I'm telling you. Okay, so before we head inside, let's give everyone the engine story because the performance is really going to be something else, right?
Before we talk about the engine, let me just pop the hood so we
Sure.
can show our viewers how it actually looks like.
I feel like it's going to be a grand reveal, like it's a debut. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I'm going to let you do the honors. I'm going to get out of your way. And then it's got to have some music. Oh. Look at that.
Well, the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine actually produces about 174 horsepower. And it produces about 5,500 RPM and 270 Newton meters of torque between 1,400 and 4,500 RPM. Now, for 270 Newton meters, arriving at just 140,000 RPM, you have a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. When actually that torque gives you a lot of power already.
That is a lot of power. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be enough power to make this wheel spin.
Yes, it has a lot.
Yeah. Okay. And that's paired with a 7-speed wet DCT or dual clutch transmission. Now, what do you have? Do you have anything to say about the DCT at all?
Well, of course, in the industry, DCT is one of the benchmark already.
So one of the benchmarks. Got it. What about the suspension setup?
Well, for the suspension setup, in front, it has the MacPherson struts, and at the rear, it has the torsion beam already.
Now, I can speak to the dynamics from behind the wheel. What I can tell you is that the Emzoom drives with more confidence and with more engagement turn when you expect from a subcompact crossover. It doesn't feel numb, which is very, very important. It doesn't feel like it's just going through the motions, if you know what I mean. There's a responsiveness to it that makes everyday driving genuinely enjoyable. Now, for everyone watching, this is a car that performs 174 horses, 270 Newton meters of torque, 7-speed DCT. Those are real numbers that translate into a real driving experience. And QR code, cameraman, don't move. QR code in the corner of the screen. Information request, test drive, booking, it's all there. So let's do a couple of shout outs now. We have Chester Aurelio saying Superstar Silver. Yep. He likes your color, the Superstar
That's
Silver.
my color.
At your color. Laura wants Moonlight Gray. Why? Are you in the Moonlight arena? How are you? From Gani Carrion. I have the 2024 R style. Yeah, good. I like it a lot. I have no problem at all. Why would you? Why would you? Why would you have a problem? Okay, before we head inside the car, it's time for round one of our trivia giveaway. Would you join me for this?
Yeah, of course.
Round one of our trivia giveaway. Okay, we have 3 rounds tonight, and we're going to be announcing all winners together at the very end of the show. So pay close attention. This is your first show at winning exclusive GAC merchandise. All right, here's how it works. I'm going to ask a trivia question. First viewer to comment the correct answer and include the hashtags GAC Philippines and GAC Emzoom and hashtag Emzoom 2026. Your name goes into the winners list. We'll reveal all the winners at the closing later on this evening. Okay, so here we go. Here's the first question. Would you like to read the first question?
It's my pleasure, of course. The first question would be, how many horsepower does the 2026 GAC Emzoom produce? Don't forget to use the GAC Philippines hashtags and hashtag GAC Emzoom and hashtag Emzoom 2026.
I just mentioned that. If you guys were paying attention, that's the last thing I mentioned before we could... Now, Paolo, before you step aside, one thing I wanted our viewers to know was, give us the picture of GAC as a company.
Well, thank you. As I had mentioned earlier, GAC is one of the biggest brands, not just in China. It's actually a Fortune Global 500 company, and it ranked 181.
181.
And right now, since we are a wholly owned subsidiary, we have already established a dedicated local spare parts warehouse right here in the Philippines.
Okay.
And we are very particular in improving our after sales. As a matter of fact, we already established certain processes and systems that was never in place for the brand before.
Amazing. Okay, great. Fortune 500, number 181.
181, yes.
On the list. Local parts warehouse. This is real infrastructure, okay? Real commitment. Good to know. Dude, thank you so very much. Come see it in person, folks. The QR code, don't forget it. Pao, thank you so very much. I'll see you a little bit later.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.